There is a fly. Ah! So Cam, you know how like you're like a proper like noob at lumber?
Yeah, no, you're right.
If I were to say to you, what was the best tree in lumber, what would you say it was?
Oakwood.
So this video here is for all of you lovely people like Cam who think that this monstrosity of a tree is the best in Lumber Tycoon 2. So today I'm going to be showing you how to get phantom wood, or what else is it called? Phantom wood? End times wood. End times wood, that's the other one. Here in Lumber Tycoon 2. I haven't played this game in 7 months, please forgive me. Oh, we better start off by explaining, because I've just sort of got straight into the video. In order to get phantom wood, the first thing you're going to need to do is to buy an eye. I will put a screenshot of a box die, an unboxed die, and anything else that's useful on screen now. Pretty much, you can't buy this from any of the stores. Stores? What's a store? You can't buy any. You can't buy this from any of the stores actually inside Lumber Tycoon 2. You've got to go and buy this from another player. To be honest with you, I can't think of what the going rate is for these, but I think about 20k is usually acceptable. I think it's been a long time since I bought eyes, so you'll have to correct me down in the comments below, all of you. Grab your eye, and you're going to come over to the toll bridge. You want to go and give your eye, well, not your personal eye, but the eye that you've bought, to, I think his name's Serenok. Yeah, Serenok. It says it literally right there. Serenok. Balance the eye just inside the Cam's just here for emotional support, by the way. I'm going to get Cam to go and drive towards the bridge because I need to put some extra time on the bridge. I've learnt this the hard way too many times. So you just need to go and lower the bridge as normal with your eye, not your personal eye, but the eye, an ostrich eye. Oh, it did work. Take my money. I didn't know if it worked, so I paused for a second, and now I'm behind. Right, take my money. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm... Oh, hi. Okay, so before you go and go down to the end times, you're going to need to make sure that you've got an end times axe, which is one of these axes. Again, you're going to have to go and buy this from another player because you can't get it from any of the stores. You can only get it on Halloween, like actually in-game, by going and doing the same way as getting the rookie axe. There's loads of videos on YouTube of how to do that. I guess that I will probably do that again at some point because, you know, content is it's a touchy subject in lumber at the moment. So over here, you can see the end times tree just glowing over in the distance. If you're coming down here and seriously wanting to get all of the wood, go and get some flashlights and bring them down. Obviously, I am not going to be bringing flashlights with me because I'm not actually coming down to get the tree. I'm just coming down to show you how to get the tree. There is 2 different ways that you can get the end times wood back up to your base. Both of them are quite risky, quite glitchy, and there is quite a high chance that you will lose a large amount of wood. One of the ways is by taking it to this emergency hatch just down here. So that's this hatch just here. Or alternatively, obviously taking it back up on the bridge, which does come with risk, a lot of risk that is. And we'll just wait for Cam to slowly lower down. So here we are, tricks are down from the bridge, and you just need to drive straight ahead, watch the road, because it does get very narrow in places. There have been many a time where I've fallen off this. Here is the end times tree. Now this is possibly one of the worst end times trees I've ever had. It's so close to the edge, it's almost literally off the edge. So it's going to be pretty difficult to get the whole tree. You know what, we'll give it a go. I'm going to start by chopping down some of the higher branches, and we're going to hope that Cam can catch some. They're going to split into 3, I think, so I'm going to try and catch 1 too. All right. Nice. So, as mentioned, this is a seriously glitchy tree. You are going to lose a lot of this tree unless it's in the middle, and that's your only real shot at getting the majority of this. There's lots and lots of methods of how to chop this tree down. I'm not going to lie to you, I've never chopped it down a specific way. I've only ever just sort of chopped from the top, got down the smaller pieces, and then hope for the best when they're falling down and trying to catch them. Realistically, the bits that are going to make you the most are the thicker parts, obviously. So the trunk of the tree, realistically, is what you want to be taking back up with you. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with taking some of the more substantial branches, such as this one here. This one's all right, but when it comes to like this one here, if it was half and just like the twig bits, a lot of those things won't register through your sawmill. Oh yeah, that's very dramatic. Should I jump on it?
Oh god. Okay, we're like, oh no!
I'm going to chop down the rest of the trunk here, which is going to be, again, the bit that makes us the most money. I'm going to be quite daring and chop it all from the bottom. Whether that's going to be a mistake, I'm about to find out. Maybe I should do it in a couple of pieces, but I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to catch it. clear behind. So now all we need to do is load up the trucks. Again, this is another thing that is just easier said than done, especially at this part of the drive here. I'm going to cut the trunk up into 3 pieces just to make it easier to transport back up. Some of it we're going to put in the safari hole and then we'll go and collect it, and the other pieces will go up in the truck. Right. So now we're just driving back to the bridge with all of the wood that we've collected. I'm going to show you both methods of how to get it back up to your base. Both are really glitchy. I'm going to pre-warn you. So yeah, neither of them are easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and park this on the bridge just to make sure if it does start to go up unexpectedly, then at least the wood is on there. How long it will be on there. Oh, it's going up, Cam. Cam, it's gone up.
No way.
Literally just as I've just as I drove on it. Okay, if we lose that piece of wood, then it's not the end of the world. I'm going to try and push it off the edge. There you go. Put that through the safari exit. Put it through the safari exit. Okay, so as you can see, I timed that perfectly. I don't know how I managed to do that, however I did. Cam's going to go ahead and put that through the safari hole, and then we're going to show you how to get that. And in fact, brilliant. Cam will show you where that ends out, and then we'll go and collect the wood and Cam. In the video that I did for 12 hours, I remember the amount of times that I glitched out.
Oh god, yeah.
So when you're on the bridge going up, you want to keep going forwards and keep going backwards. I'm not driving like with my finger down. I'm just literally tapping the arrow keys just to add a bit of movement. By doing this, it just means that you've got less chance of glitching out. If you stay still, you're more than likely to sink through the bridge. When we hit this water layer or the sand layer, there is a possibility that the whole thing could just bug out. And the one thing that you don't want to say, wow, we've made it to the top, before you've got on the ground, because I've also been a victim of that many times too. So Cam has gone ahead and thrown all of the branches that we collected, like the smaller pieces at least, he's gone and dropped those into the safari hole that I showed you before we went and collected the tree. Before we go ahead and mill any of this out now, we'll drive over to Cam. I'm amazed, and I'm not going to say it until another second. There we go. I've made it with every piece of wood. Just drive around the corner on the other side of the bridge, and just up on this wall here, there is the wood as well as yourself. You'll teleport into this escape route here. So then Cam can go ahead and throw the pieces of wood that we collected. Whee! Oh wow. It's like a slow motion action shot. I just thought, just to make sure that none of this glitches out, I'm just going to go ahead and one tap it all. Okay, so here we are. Over at my base, we're going to go ahead and start milling this out. So I'll put the prices on screen of how much per unit this sells over at the drop-off. I'm not going to show this video us selling it because, I mean, you know, it's just going to take way too long. So we're going to go ahead and mill it, because with this lag, we might be lucky if the wood actually gets through wood mill. There we are. That's all of the end times wood processed there. I don't know how much this would give us, but as I say, the units will be on screen of how much this is worth. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to go down below, like, comment and subscribe. There's about 90% of the people watching the video right now that aren't subscribed to this channel. If that is one of you guys, then please do consider subscribing. Got loads more lumber content on the way, quite a few new pieces as well. We're recording a video in a couple of days, which is, actually I'm not going to say the idea because then it might get copied. It's a really good idea, I think, anyway, and I think it would be a lot of fun. So stay tuned over the next couple of days for that video, and I will catch you in the next one.